Hi, my name is Constance. Today I'm going to talk about the Tamazight language, Tamazight literature, and where would you go if you want to study Tamazight literature. I'm also going to be paying specific emphasis on Moroccan literature at the very end. The Tamazight languages are also referred to as Amazigh or Berber languages. It covers an immense geographical area in North Africa. It should be noted that many Western institutions and resources still refer to it as Berber or Berber in French. However, in this presentation, this group of languages will be referred to primarily as Tamazight, as Berber is considered offensive to its peoples. Tamazight languages are spoken mainly in North African countries including Morocco, Algeria, Nigeria, Mali, and Burkina Faso. It exists in many dialects as we can see in this map. According to INALCO, currently Tamazight-speaking people include around 25 to 50% of the Algerian population, around 40 to 50% of the Moroccan population, and over 1 million Tuareg speakers in Algeria, Libya, Nigeria, Mali, and Burkina Faso. There are also smaller language groups in Libya, Tunisia, Egypt, and Mauritania. Tamazight is one of the branches of the Great Afro-Asiatic linguistic family, which, besides Tamazight, also include Semitic, Cushitic, Ancient Egyptian, and farther away the group Chadic. Although the Imagine has their own alphabetic system called Libico-Berber, also called Ancient Tifina, which dates back at least 2.5 millennia, but curiously they remained an oral society. Ancient Tifina was mainly reserved only for ceremonial purposes. It has been discovered in tombs and as rock art, as short inscriptions, and games and puzzles. Since the 1970s, Tifina has been adopted by the Tuareg and is rapidly being reappropriated in contemporary Tamazight writings. Here on the screen, we can see what Neo-Tifina looks like, what it sounds like in Latin alphabets, and also what it sounds like in phonetic alphabets. Recently, the Moroccan Institute has officially adopted this script as its usual written script. There's an interesting bit of history here, although there is a long history and wide influence of the Tamazight languages. It has long been suppressed by official institutions. It was only until recently that its status has improved. Morocco recognized Tamazight language as one of its official languages, the other one being Arabic, in 2011. And Algeria recognized it as its national language, Arabic being the official language only in 2002. Now it is taught in schools in both these countries. There are so many different ways to transcribe Tamazight, you might find yourself disoriented if you want to access Tamazight literature. Well, when the oral traditions in Tamazight was published in pre-modern period, especially in Morocco, they were transcribed in Arabic or Latin alphabets. Since early 20th century, Tamazight writing mainly uses Latin alphabets. Here we can see an example of transliteration from Neo-Tifina alphabet to Latin alphabet and then translated into English. If you would like to access Tamazight literature, you can make use of the online ALA-LC transliteration tool and then use various Tamazight dictionaries. The Amazigh has a long history of being in contact with numerous exterior languages since high antiquity. First, the Punic languages, when Maghreb, northern Africa, was ruled by the Carthage around 8th century to 3rd century BCE. Then Latin, when it was vassalized by the Roman Empire since 1st century BCE and Christianized between 2nd and 4th century AD. Then Arabic. The Maghreb was conquered by Muslims in mid-7th century. The indigenous Amazigh converted to Islam. From the 11th century onwards, a series of Amazigh dynasty rose, and this corresponded to a flourishing of Moroccan literature. In 16th century, Maghreb again fell under the rule of Arab dynasties, and finally it came into contact with the French language. In 19th and 20th centuries, many parts of the Maghreb was colonized by the French. And finally, in the 20th century, between 1950s and 1960s, various countries in the Maghreb gained their independence from European colonization. So, where would you go if you want to study Tamazight literature? Well, in Africa, there is the University of Mulud Mamari de Tizi Ouzou and University of Bahia. They have both established their departments of Amazigh literature and culture in early 1990s. In Morocco, Sidi Mohammed Ben Abdallah University offers license and master degrees in the study of Amazigh linguistics and culture. However, as someone who is learning Tamazight as a foreign language, my best pick would be INALCO in French, the National Institution of Oriental Languages and Civilization, or INALCO, in Paris, France. INALCO has been teaching Tamazight since 1913. According to their 2017-2018 program brochure, it has 8 faculty members. They offer practical and theoretical training in 3 Tamazight dialects, including Tuareg, Shula, and Kabyle. Tuareg is mainly used in Sahara-Sahel, and Shula is mostly used in southwest Morocco, and Kabyle is the main dialect in northern Algeria. INALCO offers programs in French LMD program structure. This is 3 years of the license program, which is equivalent to undergraduate, and then 2 years of master's, and then doctorate. According to its brochure for 2017 and 2018 license LECR or LCER program, LCER stands for Foreign and Regional Languages, Literature and Civilization. So the license of Berber, as it is referred to in INALCO, is a 3-year program, 3-year 6 semesters program. This includes 5 different blocks of education. First, lessons in Berber linguistics is spread across the entire curriculum from the 1st to the 6th semesters. It is aimed at giving students an overall mastery of the structure of the Berber language. Linguistic teaching highlights both the element of profound unity and the divergent element of the main Berber dialects at different levels of the linguistic system: phonetics, phonology, morphology, and syntax, and lexicon. Second, lessons in Berber literature. In the 3rd and 4th semesters, the teaching of literature has 2 objectives: initiation to traditional Berber genres through text and their analysis. The goal is to liberate Berber literature from ethnographic and anthropological readings, which have often ignored Berber literature's aesthetics. In the 6th semester, the aim of the lessons in Berber literature is to deal with specific aspects of traditional or contemporary Berber literature, problems of literary history, styles, schools, orality, and writing. Third, lessons in Berber civilization, its ethnosociology and history. In the 1st semester, ethnosociology is taught to provide basic knowledge in the tradition forms in in the traditional form of Berber society in Maghreb and Sahara. In the 5th semester, further lessons in ethno-sociology present contemporary mutations in Berber societies. Next, lessons in Berber and also lessons in Berber history anchor the knowledge in their historical terrain by illuminating in first semester the origins of the Berber world in the proto-historic and ancient period, and then in the 6th semesters the insertion of Berber into modern and contemporary history of Northern Africa, especially in contemporary nationalist movements. 4th block of education is these language lessons, which consists of language lessons in Tuareg, Shilla, and Kabyle. It begins with introductory courses for beginners, focusing on acquisition of grammatical structures and a basic lexicon. The course is based on various dialogues and texts and various audiovisual aids, allowing a progressive learning process. While a prior language with the usual rules of notation in Latin or Tifana will facilitate access to the reading material. Also, if necessary, in the 5th semester, the students may deepen their understanding in the civilizational aspect with readings of literary, historical, or ethnographic text. The 5th block is the transversal courses. This is a requirement in INACO, every department in INACO. So in the 2nd and 3rd year, students are obligated to take at least 2 transversal courses chosen from a list of cross-disciplinary, thematic, or area courses. Next, in the first semester of the license program at INACO, you'll study Tuareg, Kabyle, and linguistics, and the civilization of the Berber peoples. In the 2nd semester, you study Tuareg, Kabyle, more linguistics, and Berber language and literature, and Berber history and civilization. In the 3rd semester, you'll study Tuareg, Kabyle, more linguistics, and the space of Berber literature. In the 4th semester, you'll study Tuareg, Kabyle, more linguistics. In the 5th semester, you'll study Shilla, Tuareg, Berber linguistics, and also contemporary Berber societies. In the 6th and final semester, you'll study Shilla, Kabyle, Berber linguistics, the contemporary Berber societies, Berber literature, and you'll conduct studies into Berber literature. In lieu of sample syllabi, here's a list of basic bibliography offered by INALCO. The Master LCR in Berber at INALCO includes M1 and M2. Each is a 1-year, 2-semester program. In M1, each semester there are seminars organized according to 4 blocks. First, advanced language proficiency. Second, area specialization, where you can specialize in linguistics, literature and culture, or history and social sciences. Third, disciplinary specialization, where you can specialize in art and literature, communication, information and media, history of social sciences, orality and anthropology, literary translation, or text and linguistics. The fourth is research methodology. Also, at the end of M1, the student should complete a mini dissertation. If the student is permitted to continue their studies in M2, Then in the first semester, in accordance with their research, the student can choose to perform a complementary university education, a master's degree course in a European university, a field research, or a professional internship in the country of the studied language. At the end of M2, the student must complete a 100 to 150 pages dissertation. Further studies in Tamazight literature can also be conducted in Algeria or Morocco. Specifically, if someone is interested in contemporary Moroccan literature, the largest university in Morocco, University Mohammed V. Aidal de Rabat, offers a master's program in language and literature of Tamazight since 2013 through its faculties of letters and human sciences. If you are interested in Algerian literature, University of Bahia in Bahia is good. It offers licensed master's and doctorate programs through its Department of Tamazight Languages and Literature. Well, I'm more interested in Moroccan literature, so now I'll explore how one would go about researching it. Morocco is a multilingual country. Moroccan Arabic or Darja is spoken as a first language by about 50 to 75% of Morocco's population, and the other half speaks one of the Tamazight languages, including Tarafi, Tashahid, and Tamazight. French is also widely used, especially in academia. The development of Moroccan literature is tied with its independence from France in 1956. So after independence, through 60s, 70s, and 80s, Moroccan education gradually became entirely Arabized. Tamazight languages were eradicated in the education system because it was perceived as a threat to national unity. As a result of the Arabization, in the 80s, translation became an integral part of Morocco's culture and academic field. According to Farid Zahir, one of the leading scholars in the field, this decade marked the start of the autonomy of the field of Moroccan literature and culture. Although it was banned in Morocco, Moroccans in exile continued to learn and write in Tamazight, and in 2011 it was finally recognized as one of the official languages of Morocco. So today, the literature of Morocco is published in modern Arabic, Darja, French, and Tamazight. In order to study Moroccan contemporary and modern literature, you need to be able to read in Darja, French, and Tamazight languages. The best place to study contemporary Moroccan literature and culture would be the Institute of Scientific Research in the University of Mohammed V in Rabat, the largest university in Morocco. There are also several relevant research institutions, including the Center of Jacques Burke and the Royal Institute of Tamazight Culture. All of these are in Rabat, the capital city of Morocco. Finally, to finish the presentation, let's all hear a little bit of the Tamazight poetry. This is a poem by contemporary poet Mohammed Ouagar, a Moroccan poet, and it is read by the poet himself.
الزويين وصل الله يدي تهران اختاد مرتن تاكل رام كودا تخديدي تلات ومكادم تقومان تكود غيم مالينت غرند تلكين سوغ قيسن ناد استيت تقوريت زريت تردم ديريك أمونس ديتي زيت إقيدي ديريك نغلبان هاتي غيل الصوضان جيجي سنت نقيت ساكمانتك أمك تاكم إيرا وزنز كان جيتون انتا سكمت تؤممتي وإميك إيمين دوت سك كنت انكين إكي جاندي إيمينو سكمانتك سكمت يمين النساء أسورني السان من استيم تاتا يوغا يمسن زيغ كيف غيبيويو تسمي ورطال أتبن ولل كسر النو فيغ تمان فوسقا سقسم تقيق هموس بوي سرقن وركرنك كنت تجاغ أردو كندلك إلم أكد الداي غي تصدق كونتيسا سكمانتا السودان تسيتي تيوخ تنضفي إقرسيتون تأختا غارتينو إلنس إزبق كنتين تغاولان وتغاولان تقدمت نجيتون مق نغلانتا زغت أترمن نطيضيد نتتاقلدنا إسنق في اللستبين أدوالن يام ويامور سيجي تجيتون تقمر زنترم زنتكرا سحراتك ستمي سلس أنغا أغدس كنيمان اللقمان إريفين نند تفرلم تنزي تزيق تتاغويت تلي نديلس غنصيريض اطلام تزغاغ دقرز وقرد تزقنزرت اتكندرنت تونمت تجيت تترغين تقاي واتشيضنتن نأخذ يورياك كنتين تنفن تبديك تززر ستيدي تستنطم ممضي إبتلك مونس إسليك بالحال وتكنتين زك أختم لله قد سكمانتك أكوك
Tamazight literature is an incredibly rich and beautiful and ancient tradition that has long been ignored or suppressed, and it has only started to be revitalized in recent decades. If you would like to learn another foreign language, I think Tamazight is a brilliant choice. So I hope we will someday meet each other in Rabat on the top of the National Library.